Is Trash still about, or did he head off? Because now we have to make Hans Thickbottom. So of course, this is going to be a time. Any brave and experienced fighters? Dubs has said, add me to the party. Okay, Trash. So let's get Hans Thickbottom into the group. So there was no portrait. You didn't send a portrait in, but I do have quite a lot of dwarvish. He's a dwarf, right? Yeah. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I remembered reading. There's something in there, right, about how he went off wandering after his first grandchild had been born, and then he like stole a dog or a puppy from a garden, and that's his traveling companion. Put me in, coach. If Trash isn't, I'm happy to make choices on his behalf. Old dwarf grandpa. Oh, let's try and get like a really old looking dwarf then. Luckily, most of the race images are kind of organized. Just as a result of my clever folder management. Okay, that's a pretty old guy. That's an interesting looking dwarf. There are so many old dwarves. Is that a dwarf as well? Oh my god, is that Hans Thickbottom? Wait, let me see. His class is a hunter. Oh my god, it actually kind of fits. I'll keep looking through them, mate. But is that a contender for Hans Thickbottom? That is like Pope Thickbottom the Third. Oh jeez. So he's a wandering marksman. Nomad. I think a mix between bad Santa and a dwarven bad grandpa. To the right of the blue guy. Right of the blue guy. Blue guy? This one? I'm assuming you mean blue guy means like the blue face paint. Oh wait, that guy's blue. Yeah, that guy's very blue. This guy? You know what? I'll click on like each of the ones that look old. So I've been through this one. There's Pope Thickbottom or Archbishop Thickbottom. There's choir practice with the Thickbottom household. There's Thickbottom tries mushrooms. Let me see. There's Thickbottom goes to war. There's Thickbottom lights the way. Let's go the first one. Wait, that one? Is that the first one? I tell you what I was watching last night, actually. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. Is there a comedian in Oz called, like, Frenchie? I think it's Frenchie. Because I was watching his stuff last night, and Jesus Christ, he had me in stitches. My God. My God. Some guy had gotten, like, a key with, like, the Bunnings logo on it or whatever, and he heated it up and branded himself with the Bunnings logo. And you've got to understand, this guy, like, to me, this guy looks like what I imagine when I think Australia. I think mullets. I think, like, red skin purely from the amount of sun that is taken with no suntan lotion. And he gets up and he's just like, yeah, so I've got the Bunnings. And he, like, takes a bandage off. And the Bunnings logo is on his arm. Oh, fuck. Yeah, buddy, Frenchie is a mad cunt. Yeah, I know, he seems fucking great. I love that sort of comedy. Let me see. Mage says, I'm back. Welcome back, Mage. Welcome. From my small snacking. Damn, I could do with a snack right now. I woke up this morning and I wasn't hungry. And now I am feeling a little bit peckish. I'm lurking on the other screen and I keep hearing bottom, bottom, bottom. That's all it is here, Gangster. It's just a recurring feature. Is the bottom. What did you miss? So we've made Travelor. We've made obviously your character, and we are just going to jump onto Hans Thickbottom, who is going to be a dwarvish hunter, wandering marksman. Yep, this is how the alphabet works. So, Hunter, Wandering Marksman. The race is going to be dwarf, because we're missing a dwarf in the party. I swear I can actually do a reasonable Scottish accent when I'm not on stream. Barrow Dwarf. Barrow Dwarf loses keen senses, defensive training, and hatred, but gains a +1 bonus to attack rolls and a +1 dodge bonus to the AC against undead. And a +2 racial bonus to law religion checks. Okay, basic is the usual exemplar of your race. Well, that would be great if it told us what that means. So, basic. So you get... No, you literally have to read through. Okay. No, it doesn't even tell you that. Wow. Okay. And a beer in the other hand. Look up Frenchie the Thompsons on YouTube. Wait, fuck, I'll send you a link. Yeah, get it in there. Pass it on to me in the Discord, please, Dubs. I'll take a look afterwards. Because I was enjoying watching some of his material last night. It was, I don't know, it's funny. It was good. Oh, finally, someone who is short. Yeah, Betty was saying about playing a, because I think she was going to request a character at some point. She was saying about playing a gnome or a halfling. Halfling. She doesn't like what the gnomes look like in Pathfinder. Plus as well, I don't know about you guys, but to me, it's not like lore friendly for D&D, but for me, in my world, in D&D, gnomes are the smallest race and halflings are half the size of a man. Whereas, like, whenever I see it in the lore books or in Pathfinder or in video games, halflings are always the smallest, gnomes are a little bit taller, and to me that just doesn't make any sense. To me, gnomes should be the size of a garden gnome, halflings should be half the size of a man, dwarves should be the next in size, you know, and so on and so forth. It's a web series Frenchie did about your standard Aussie family, but he plays all the characters. Is there an option of stunty fuck? Unstoppable dwarf loses keen senses. So they must get keen senses, stability, and defensive training as basic. With this, they get +2. Honestly, I think basic's the way to go, right? Halflings are hobbits, gnomes are midgets. Well, yeah, halflings are supposed to be. In fact, the only reason they couldn't use hobbit is just because of the Tolkien estate, right? Background is a wandering nomad. There we go. Skills. I think we want a pretty great dexterity. Although, I think also maybe a little bit of strength. Then again, he's not going to use strength. I want him to be a strong boy. But then again, no. He was a strong boy in his prime, but age has led to some muscle loss. So, of course, maybe an average strength. But then again, it says that strength's important. But we're going to be more dexterity based, I think. Going off the fact that he's a ranged weapon wielder. Charisma, yeah, fair enough. Wisdom, that seems pretty important. Intelligence is fine, I think. In fact, if anything, dexterity, constitution, and wisdom. If anything, I was going to say that we take a drop in intelligence, purely because, like, age has withered his mind. Possibly. Like, this dude's got grandkids, right? He's getting on, but then again, his grandkids have just been born. Physically thick and mentally sick. Okay, so it's like a 7 in intelligence then. Charisma of a foot, so 4. Wait, really? We're going real low with charisma? Oh my god, this guy's he's gonna be so good at what he does well though, right? Like 18 in dexterity. We can bump up, let me see. We can bump up constitution as well. So he's a tough boy. We can take that up. And we can even put 11 in strength. What do we think? 11 strength. He would have been much stronger in his prime. I want to reiterate that fact. He was much stronger in his prime. But age has deteriorated. Good old Hans Thickbottom. Wisdom for them daddy/granddaddy jokes. 18 in dexterity, which is going to be great. Constitution 16. Yep. Intelligence is 7. His mind has been withered by the test of time. Wisdom 16 and charisma 5 because he just doesn't like people. His fit bod is all the charisma he needs. Right, so I'm thinking straight away stealth, nature, maybe athletics? No. Or perception. So 9 in that. Yeah. Yeah, I think stealth, nature, and perception are going to be useful for the party. Especially because he has a pretty great perception. Point blank shot. Weapon finesse. Those are the two suggested ones. I'm going to go ahead and say I think point... Yeah, oh, Trashworth agrees. Perception, yes. I think point blank shot's very important to take. So, +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons at a range of up to 30 feet. I think that's going to be very crucial. Let me know if you think differently, though, and I'll change it. Animal companion. It's a dog, right? Animal companion dog. So we got... Yeah, dog. Edo the dog. Oh boy. Let me see. Choose spells. I kind of like the role-playing possibilities of Acidmore, which is just like, oh, Edo has rabies and occasionally I sick him on people. Brew potions, aka special sauce. Grandpa's special sauce. Grandpa Thickbottom's special sauce. Dog's name is Chimichanga. Or Chimichanga, I should say. Acidmore, okay. Aspect of the Falcon, which I imagine is just like everyone's in the middle of a battle and good old Thickbottom is just there like preparing himself for combat. You take on the aspect of a falcon, your eyes become wide and raptor-like, and you grow feathers on the side of your head. Okay, now I don't like the sound of that. Fairy fire. Ooh, hurricane bow. Hurricane bow increases the weight and density of arrows or bolts fired from your bow or crossbow the instant before they strike their target, and then returns them to normal. A few moments later, any arrow fired from a bow or crossbow you're carrying with the spell, when the spell is cast, deals damage as if it's one size larger than it actually is. For instance, if an arrow is fired from a medium longbow, normally deals 1d8 of damage, it would instead do 2d6. Seems like a pretty good one, right? Kind of think hurricane bow. I don't know. If you have any other suggestions, Trash, feel free to let me know. But hurricane bow seems like a pretty strong contender right now. I'll come back to it if you think I should change it. Thickbottom's Thickbow. And by the Thickbow, I smite thee. Okay, so... Ooh, deity. I'm kind of thinking Caden Kalian again, but at the same time, maybe atheist. Maybe Eristil, like myself. God of the hunt. Or at least that's one of the things that he's the god of. I like that, but let's look at the rest. Okay. Let's take Hurricane Bow off. So we've got Unbreakable Heart. The target creature gains a +4 morale bonus on saving throws, so it's a buff, basically, against mind-affecting effects that rely on negative emotions, or that would force them to harm an ally. If the target is already under such an effect... Let me see. Someone's... what's happening in chat? Emma says, love how atheist is a choice in a world full of gods. Yeah, I know. So... They do it quite cleverly, though, because when they talk about atheism, rather than it just being like, oh no, I don't believe in these things that are clearly in the world, it's more like, yes, I believe there are gods, I know that the gods exist, but I don't think they're any better than mortals, and I don't think that they are wise, or any wiser than mortals, should I say. So I think it's quite clever the way that they include atheism. Is there a god of the bitches? God of blackjack and hookers? That's just good old, what's his face, Bender Ramirez. Bender Bending Ramirez, is it? I can't remember his full name. So a non-worshipper. Yeah, it's quite cleverly done. In fact, it's something that, like, when my players in D&D have said in the past, like, well, I don't want to worship a god, I've kind of been like, oh, okay. I don't really know how to tackle that. But then seeing something like this, it's done well. Like, it's a clever use of the phrase atheist, I think, personally. They are not worthy of my worship. Exactly, Mage. Yeah, it's literally just a case of, I believe in them, I know they exist, but they are not worthy of my time, they are not worthy of my worship, and I do not devote myself to them. Magic Fang. That's for natural weapons. Oh, so basically this is a buff for that you could use on Edo. Magic Fang gives all natural weapons or unarmed attacks of the subject a +1 enhancement bonus on attack and damage rolls. The spell can affect a slam attack, fist, bite, or any other natural weapon. Ray of Sickening, resist energy, snowball, stone fist, summon nature's ally. This spell summons to your side a natural might. Okay. The summoned ally appears where you designate and acts according to its initiative check results. It attacks your opponents to the best of its ability. We have Longstrider. 10-foot enhancement bonus to your base speed, so make him a quick boy. Get those little legs moving at full pace. Lead Blades. Lead Blades increases the momentum and density of your melee weapons. Well, he's gonna be ranged, so that's probably not useful at all. What about Nivi for the deity? Oh wait, I'm losing track of this. Mage says, "Oh, Flanders, check what Paladin sent on Discord. A new portrait for Reynold. Can I change the portraits? If I can change the portraits, then I will. I think I maybe just have to respec them to do that. But either way, yeah, I will. I'll add that into the game, and then if it needs changed, then I'll add it into the game and then do it on Tuesday. Let's go with Thickbottom's Thick Bow. Magic Fang is a later level thing. Okay, so Thick Bow it is. So Dubs. You said Nivi. What? I'll admit I'm not 100% well clued up on the gods in the game. Subrace. Also, can we get the unstoppable surface, please? Subrace. Oh, which subrace is it that gives that? Racial heritage. Subrace. Might have been an older god. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be there at the minute. Unstoppable dwarf. Boom. There we go. So deity. So what was Nivi the deity of then, Dubs? Because I'll see if there's like a something similar. Unstoppable subrace. Yeah. So that's sorted. So we've got Zonkufon, Midnight Lord, Prince of Pain, Urgathoa or Urgatoa, Pallid Princess, Lady of Despair, Torag, Father of Creation, Shellin, the Eternal Rose, Sarenrae or Sarenrae if you prefer, Rovagug, Age of Creation. Rovagug is also known as the Rough Beast, the Great Destroyer, and the World Breaker. Pharasma, Mother of Souls, Norgorba, God of Assassination, I believe. Yeah, God of Thievery and Assassination. Nephis, All-Seeing Eye, Lamashtu. Lamashtu is the mother and patroness of many misshapen and malformed creatures that crawl, slither, or flap on, above, or below the surface of Galarian. Okay. And if it was once an ordinary mortal gnome with a penchant for gambling and games of chance, she was not addicted to winning so much as playing the game. Unfortunately, this attitude led to her owing a lot of money to a lot of people, which eventually forced her to flee from some of her more powerful creditors. God of Gambling and Games? I feel like Caden and Kalian's like the closest thing we've got to that. Maybe Abadar? Not really, no, because that's like more like trade and stuff. Yeah. Or like civilization. So we've got Asmodeus, Atheism, Callistria, Caden Kalian, Desna. I mean, Aristil might be a good one, right? Holy Symbol is a D6. Oh, right. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, Aristil's the god of like hunting and hunter-gatherers and stuff like that, so maybe Aristil. Gorum being like the god of war, Gosra being god of nature, basically. Gyrona, the angry hag. Iomade, Irori, and then we're back to where we were. Maybe Aristil trash? Aristil, maybe Caden Kalian. Let me do the alignment now, and then come back to it if I need to. So, Chaotic Good. Why is Chaotic Good off? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, it's probably the god, right? So maybe if we go Caden Kalian. Yeah. So if we go Caden Kalian, we can go with Chaotic Good. Otherwise, Atheism. We might go with Trey because he lives on trade caravans. So let's go with Abadar then. Can we go with Kate? No, we can't go with Kate. I got on that. Fuck. It's so annoying that you have to be so rough, like so sort of tied down to what your god's beliefs are. Yeah, she's considered the mother of the Sverfneblin. Oh, like dark gnomes? Is it dark gnomes? Rock gnomes? No, rock gnomes are just a standard class. Sverfneblin are like gnomes from the Underdark, right? Atheist. Atheist it is. Boom. Atheism, chaotic good. Sweet! Right, okay. Let's try and make this man look as beautiful as he does in his photo. He took a very nice photo. Now he needs to look as beautiful in game. I love how the options for dwarven body type are basically thick boy, thicker boy, boy. I think he's got a boy body type, right? Yeah, he's quite a slim, trim, Grandpa McGim guy. So he is quite pale. It's got to be said. It's quite pale. Oh, that's very Grandpa. Wait. Who the fuck is this dwarf? This dwarf's going to Hollywood. This dwarf wants to star in Hollywood movies. Either way, this is Grandpa Dwarf, I think. I mean, it already comes with scars, so I don't think we need to add any. Just all muscle and bone. Fuck the gods. I got to my age without God's help. He's past his peak. I think that's the best way of looking at it, Mage. So basically, balding on top, big long beard with a cool braid in it. That's just Ricky Gervais, the sexy dwarf. Oh my god. Wait, actually, what colour are his eyes? They look kind of blue to me, maybe brown. I don't know. Maybe like that. Can't really see in the photo. Blue eyes? Blue eyes it is. Put them like that. Hairstyle. Is there a balding hairstyle? Oh, wait. What is... Whoa! Hello there! Now, that's interesting. We also have like a undercut ponytail. We have a standard ponytail. We have braided hair. Interesting. Oh, we have bald. I kind of think that it's either going to have to be the case that we forget about the balding bit on top, and we just go with that sort of hair, or we go full bald. Now, personally, I think maybe this. And let's just see if we can get like a... Oh, that beard is fucking majestic. Oh boy. Are there better beards with braids in them? Oh, no. That's a disgrace. No. A dwarf should never be seen beardless. Avert your eyes, people. Just straight bald. Let's do it. Straight bald. Oh my god, it looks like fucking Santa from hell. Vibrant blue. Straight bald. Okay, so vibrant blue. More tanned. He's a surface dwarf. Oh shit, that's the body type. Oh, that looks very like Duergar or Durgar. Like that. I was thinking a stash. Stash? I think the only stash option is like the mutton chops. Go mutton chops if you want. Or there's... Oh wait, actually no, there's like stash with braided sideburns. That's a monstrosity. You should never see a dwarf without a beard. So we have mutton stash. Or we have braided sideburn stash. The thing is, with that, it looks as though like the stash is just continuing all the way up his face. Braided stash is baller. He does look like a force to be reckoned with. It's got to be said. War paint, tattoo, clothing color. What color is clothes? Dressed quite well. In fact, actually, he looks like he's literally just left the house. Like, goodbye, grandchildren. And he's just went and pursued the life of a nomad. Braided stash. You think the braided stash then? The braided stash for Hans Thickbottom. Blue pants. So blue and burgundy maybe? You happy with that trash? I mean, I think...
always ready.
Ooh. I think for voice, I mean, there's only one option we can go with, right?
Don't know, don't care. Damn it all. I'm not touching that.
Oh, but he will touch that. He will touch that. Let me go ahead and put the name in and the birth date. Would it be like, would his birth date be, like 69? Would that be his birthday?
March. All I do is march.
Hans Thickbottom. Hey Streamlabs, fuck off and fuck you, says Dubs. 8th of the 2nd month. Okay. The 8th of the 2nd month, yeah. The 8th of Callistril. Or Callistril. Okay. Boom.
Not that I care.
Well, I hope you care. I hope you care, Hans. Right, so we should be able to name the dog once we've leveled him up as well. I think that's everything though. Let me just have a quick look through. Wandering marksman, dwarf, and he's the right sub race. Unstoppable dwarf. Nomad. Yeah, the build's good. Feats are good. Animal companion is good. So are the spells. Atheism, chaotic good. Appearance is pretty damn smashing. Voice.
That's what you get.
Sorted. Hans Thickbottom. Add me to the pie, says Trashwell.
Ah, entertainment.
Yes. Okay, that's everyone. That's everyone that I've got to do, right? Oh my god, look at your dog! Trash! Your dog is fucking beautiful. That's such a cute dog. I don't want him to get downed in combat. I might cry. Animal companion. Oh boy, what would he be? Aggressor? Bully? Bulwark? Daredevil? Death touched? I don't think death touched. Racer? Wrecker? Aggressor. Companions with the most vicious nature are often called aggressors. He chonky. Bully. Bigger than others of its kind. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? He's chunky. He's bigger than others of his kind. A bully is used to winning fights and displays of dominance for its choice matters. For its choice of mates, territory, and other privileges. So basically, it's an alpha male. Like unruly pets, this is for Wrecker, some companions have a tendency to destroy nearby objects while unsupervised, and their masters can channel these destructive impulses into an advantage in battle. So are we thinking Wrecker, or are we thinking maybe Bully? There's Bulwark as well, or Bulwark? Bulwark. Companions with the sturdiest skin who, so basically tanky as fuck. Bulwark, who can endure incredible amounts of suffering are called bulwarks. Daredevil, join the fray with graceful leaps and swooping dives. Don't really think that makes sense. Racer, some companions of uncanny speed, providing the masters with swift transport. Well, I mean, you're not going to be riding the dog, I don't think. So is it Wrecker? Should we go with that? Potentially. I'll come back to it if not. Right, so. Mobility, I think we want mobility, and I think possibly, perception, I think. And then again, we could just go straight mobility and athletics. Dog with persuasion. Okay. So we take his persuasion up to a grand total of -1. What do you think, Trash? Are we going Wrecker? Feet. Alertness. That's perception. Can we go with like a Can we go with persuasive? Obviously not, no. Maybe alertness then. Oh, it's Buffhead? Oh, we're not going with persuasion? Okay. He could be a persuasive boy. His adorableness allows him to be so. Or to do so, sorry. My god. Why so cute? Why so cute, Edo? You're gonna charm the hearts of the demons. Recco with perceptions. Boom. Athletics. And let's go with perception instead. So maybe we go with alertness then. +2 bonus on perception checks. If you have 10 or more ranks in that skill, it increases to +4. Oh, athletic instead of mobility. Okay. I was going with mobility purely to try and get some extra AC for him. But let's go with alertness, I think. Like, we'll be leveling him up anyways, because there's like 5 or 6 levels for us to do. So, name. Edo. Birth date. Potentially 69. Unless there's another date that is dear to your heart. So animal companion, he is a wrecker. He's gonna wreck it. He is Wreck It Edo. 69. Okay, that's all that. Alertness. Edo, born on the 6th of the 9th. That is him done. Lovely. Okay, so who are we taking out in the party, and then I'll figure out who we need to level up based on that. We're already 2.5 hours into the stream. Wow, this might be a longer one than I was planning. Let's go ahead and so we need to take Selby's character. We need to take Nicea's character. We need to take Trash and Dubs' characters. Was there one more that was? Did someone else suggest? Did someone else request one? Yeah, Mage did, of course. So we need to level all the new characters up, and we will be taking. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? There's so many at this point. So Sarah is already leveled up. Samira is already leveled up. Okay, so it's just these guys to go then. Lovely. So, Hans Thickbottom, Wandering Marksman, level 2. So I'm going to go with Stealth, Nature, Perception. Precise Shot seems like the... Yeah, because I don't really go with teamwork feats. I just really do not. Because I feel like with so many characters in the party, you would have to have a specific party composition to get anything out of these teamwork feats, and I just do not use them. Let me see. Okay, so Precise Shot. Oh. Should we go Magic Fang now? I think so, right? I think Magic Fang. So, all natural weapons, yeah, so we can buff Edo, basically. Let's go with that. So we've got Precise Shot, so we can shoot or throw ranged weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the -4 penalty on an attack roll. That's going to be pretty important because, I mean, that's what we're going to be doing. Right? Makes sense, I think. So, I'm going to go with Magic Fang at this level as well, so we can buff up Edo in combat. Boom. Ooh, level 3. I think we're at level 6 now, right? So again, I'm going to go Stealth. I'm going to go Nature, and I'm going to go Perception because I kind of want to stick to focuses. I don't really want to be putting points all over the place. Weapon Focus. Is it a light crossbow or a heavy crossbow that he uses, Trashworth? Light or heavy? Does it say in the description? With a crossbow he bought using the last of his children's inheritance. Maybe heavy. Heavy crossbow. Big dwarf with a heavy crossbow. I'm thinking Varric from Dragon Age. Heavy crossbow. Same as with Dubs. I'm thinking, or should I say Travelor? I am thinking Cure Light Wounds just for utility. Just because it is nice to have multiple members of the party who can do that. Purely for survivability and utility. But then again, perception checks. Ooh, ranged attacks. I mean, we're going to have plenty of spell choices, so, I mean, I think at some point I want Cure Light Wounds, at some point I want Aspect of the Falcon. I'll take Falcon first. Fraser says, all wounds below 50 centimeters are scratches. Plan distraction. So at 3rd level, whenever the hunter attacks the enemy who is engaged in melee combat with his animal companion, the hunter gets a +1 circumstance bonus to attacks and damage. Lovely. So we've got heavy crossbow and Aspect of the Falcon. Okay. Level 4. Oh, yes. Let's go ahead and put this into strength, I'm thinking. Then again, we're not really going to... I think strength, maybe just for carrying capacity. Otherwise, you know what? No, let's go dexterity. Let's just work on putting those attack rolls up. And armor class as well, obviously. Because I believe we'll get another ability point to put into that soon. Stealth, nature, perception. Use the deer as a meat shield. Is that like an improvised shield instead of an improvised weapon? Aspect of the bear. So +2 enhancement bonus to natural armor bonus as to AC. And +2 enhancement bonus on CMB rolls. You also gain the ability to perform the bull rush. Not really going to be useful for us, I don't think. At least, well, the extra AC would be, but I don't feel like bull rush isn't going to be useful. Cat's Grace is going to give us dexterity, right? Yeah, +4 enhancement bonus to dexterity. Did you download additional portraits somewhere? Yeah, Fraser, I used... I got a load of them myself and put them into the game, but then I also got some from Nexus mods, I think, as well. Possibly. So yeah, there's quite a lot of portraits in the game that I have, but then again, like, if you also want to add, if you want me to use a custom portrait of your choice, then feel free to, like, feel free to find one and put one in the Discord. I use Nexus for Skyrim. They have a lot of stuff. Yeah, they do. They've got a crazy amount of stuff. I've been using them for years now for the exact same thing as well, Skyrim. Fantastic for Skyrim. Cat's Grace, possibly. Effortless armor, frigid touch, hold animal. Each time the creature successfully strikes an opponent with a natural attack, each consecutive hit against the same opponent deals extra damage equal to the number of previous consecutive hits you've had. Oh. I like that. I like that a lot. Nature's Ally, Stonecall, Spike Growth. Sickening Entanglement. The spell functions as Entangle, except the plants are coated with an irritating sap that creates a painful itching rash. That sounds pretty nice. Spell makes your eyes shine blood red and allows you to see vital areas and weak points of creatures that as a warm glow. This allows you to make sneak attacks as the rogue ability of the same name, dealing an additional 1d6 points of damage. This additional damage increases by 1d6 for every 3 caster levels you possess beyond 3rd, to a maximum of 5d6. That also sounds very, very fun. What's pernicious to poison? You weaken the target's defenses against poison. That's going to be okay if we can couple it with poison, but I don't think we will. I don't think I'll remember to do that. I'm going to go with Sense Vitals. I like the idea of being able to use Sneak Attack. Okay. Natural Rhythm. Yeah. And Sense Vitals. Lovely. I think this is, like, possibly the last level. We might have another level to go. Ooh, Deadly Aim. I mean, these are... I do tend to get drawn towards these recommended options, but I mean, then again... What's Breath of Experience? +2 knowledge on... +2 bonus on all knowledge and lore skill checks. Rapid Shot. When making a full attack with a ranged weapon, you can fire 1 additional time this round at your highest bonus. All of your attack rolls take a -2 penalty when using Rapid Shot, but he does have a really great dexterity. Like, he's going to have a really great bonus. So we might go with Rapid Shot. You choose to take a -1 on all range rolls to gain a +2 bonus on all damage rolls. You can pre-make the level up. Sorry, what do you mean? What do you mean, Fraser? Just to clarify. So rapid shot, I think we'll go with. This isn't a level 1 character you are making or what? Oh, I see. I understand what you mean now. No, so the party are at level 5. So when I summon a mercenary into the party, that mercenary comes in at level 1, but then you can level them up to level 5, so that they're at the same level as the party. But yeah, no, you can't plan the level up. However, that would be a very useful feature because it would mean you could literally come into the game at level 1, make all your characters how you want them to be, and then just play the game. Where do you get the mercenary? There's a guy called High Law. It depends at what point of the game you're at. High Law will either be at camp or at a tavern or basically somewhere local. Somewhere that like serves as, because I completed Act 1 and I haven't found him yet. Right, so he's going to be at, I'll show you in just a moment. I'll finish leveling Hans up and then I'll show you exactly where he is. You fade into the background, and while you're not truly invisible, you are hard to pinpoint due to your translucent state. You gain a +4 on stealth checks. That'll help with sneak attack. I am thinking about going with... It's either that or Cat's Grace. Let's go with Cat's Grace. Rapid shot, because I mean, if we pair Cat's Grace with rapid shot, we're going to negate the -2 penalty, and actually, I believe... Yeah, it'll fully negate the -2 penalty. Oh, level 6. Okay. We are level 6 indeedy. Right, so. Yeah, so during Act 1, did you encounter High Law in Act 1? He would have been in the tavern, the Defender's Heart, where Irabeth is. He would be to the left of her. But at the minute, once I've done this level, which I think we're going to go with Chameleon Stride. Yeah. Okay. So once you've completed Act 1 and you've got to the camp, this is the main tent. This is your main tent. You come down from your main tent, and he is just here, just by the stables, right there. I can see sounds with that perception. Yeah, I know, right? Like, whereas your mental faculties and charisma and strength may have lowered with age. Let's just say maybe it's some of those mushrooms that he's been out in the forest picking. Maybe that means he can see sound. No worries, Fraser. No worries. Not a problem. Happy to help. Right. So we're almost there, guys. Edo should be pretty easy to level up. Because again, I think it's mostly going to just be points that we put in. Okay. Weapon focus. Well, I was thinking bite. Let me just see what else there is. So we can get him. We could give him light barding. He does like smoking and trying natural drugs. Right. Here's what I'm thinking for Edo. I think we either want to go with weapon focus on bite, because I believe as a wrecker his main attack is all based around the bite attack, right? I think it's either going to be weapon focus on bite. We could go with light barding, but I also I don't know if it's worth it. Or I might go with improved initiative. If we can get Edo to be the first one to take a turn in combat, we can have him start attacking an enemy, and then we can have Hans, we can have the Thickbottom himself, double team that enemy with Edo, and we're going to get massive bonuses from basically tag teaming an enemy. So I might go with improved initiative. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Get the dog off the mark first. Evasion. So a character can avoid even magical and unusual attacks with great agility. If they make a successful reflex saving throw against an attack that normally deals half damage on a successful save, he instead takes no damage. A helpless character does not gain the benefit of evasion. Let's go initiative and then armor. You think barding next? Again, like with barding, I never know whether it's a good call to take, because obviously you're gonna have to actually find something to put on the character. But with that being said, I don't think his armor class is. Oh wait, his armor class is 20. Yeah, so if we put barding on him, he's going to be a fucking difficult to hit boy. And actually, it's now going to be 21. So we can probably take his armor class up to 23. So he's going to be... Edo is going to be incredibly tanky. And honestly, I would rather take his armor class up than take his constitution or strength up. Like, he's already got a +6 bonus to attacks. Yeah. I think AC. Because if he's going to be in the middle, like the way I see us using Thickbottom and Edo is essentially we could send them off. We could literally have them target enemies on their own. I.e., let me just get rid of Discord for a sec. Boop, 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 boop. I.e., we could have Edo attack an enemy. We have, Night Bass. Oh, Night Base. What? Night Bass again. Night Base. Thanks very much. I will straighten my posture. But yeah, we could have Edo attack, and then have while the enemy is preoccupied with him, we have Thickbottom deal big damage. So I'm not really worried about attack rolls from Edo. I just wanted to be a tough boy. Athletics and athletics and perception. Fraser says, so I downloaded the portrait files now. Just need to figure out where to dump them in the game folder now. Yeah, so if you go to if you go to your app data folder and then you go to local roaming, I think. I think it's local roaming, app data, local roaming, and then Alcat, and then Pathfinder After the Righteous, and then portraits. It's actually it's pretty damn easy. Like even I can do it, and I'm a dumbass. Dubs has asked that I hydrate and look after myself. Dubs, I'm glad that you're looking after me because I'm not. And I also have to stretch as well. Was that a sufficient stretch? It felt good. It felt real good. Okay, that's Edo. Oh my god. I've had Discord on the other screen, so I haven't been able to see like my capture. But now I'm in that weird place where I've had a haircut and I look a little bit different. I've trimmed my beard, shaped it, and now I don't I keep looking over and seeing myself and being like, who the fuck's that? Who's that? For like a millisecond. Edo, weapon focus on bite. No, actually, no, we're not going with that. We're gonna go with barding, aren't we? Light barding. Boop. What does mobility do? So, Trash, one of the reasons that I do put points, like I normally put 3 points into mobility. 3 points in mobility gives you a extra +1 to your AC. So we could always go ahead and try and dump 3 points into mobility as well to take that AC up by 1 extra point. So I mean, yeah, next level we'll be able to get 1 extra point of AC. Because I mean, at the end of the day, he's got +11 and +12 to athletics. Those are significantly higher, I believe, than the majority of people in the party. Yeah. So he's already useful. I mean, Hans has got +12, but Hans does have a better wisdom. Athletics, far better than anyone else. I think Perrin is maybe higher. Yeah, 13 from Perrin. Samira has 12. Still very strong. I think it's a smart thing to go ahead and put 1 extra point into mobility when we next level up and get that AC bumped up just by 1 more. Devotion. An animal companion gains a +4 morale bonus on will saves against enchantment spells and effects. Okay. So yeah, we'll get another point in mobility and we'll bump that AC up just that little bit more. So his base AC next level will be 24. And then the light barding, I believe, is a +2. So he will have 26 AC. Which is pretty respectable. It's pretty damn respectable. We have a mythic rank to take for Hans. And I think I know which one I want to go with. The bigger they are, the easier they are to hit for your ranged. The easier they are to hit for your ranged weapon attacks. So because he's a dwarf, this seems really, really useful. User app data. I forget which folder it is. I don't think it is roaming. Is it? There's one folder in your app data that is like a combination of two. I think it's like local row or something like that. There's local, there's roaming, and there's another one. It's the other one, I believe, off the top of my head. But yeah, because he's a dwarf, this is going to be useful. You gain a bonus on your attack rolls with ranged weapons equal to the penalty to AC the target receives from their sizes. Oh wait, no, it's not from your size. Either way, local low. There it is. Yeah, and then just go in there, go to Alcat, and then go to Pathfinder, and then just portraits. I just thought I heard you say roaming, that's why I couldn't find it. I think I probably did. I probably just fucked up when I was speaking. Trash says, I just don't want Edo to die. Oh, don't worry, even if he goes down, he won't die. We have companion deaths turned off for this playthrough. Purely because I don't want you guys to be spending like channel points, like loads of channel points on making a character and then having them die during the playthrough. That was one of the things that bummed me out with Darkest Dungeon. But yeah, I'm thinking the bigger they are, or maybe ranging shots. No, we're going to go ranging shots because he is fantastic. He has fantastic dexterity and he's going to have a really great attack bonus with his heavy crossbow. So, every time you miss an enemy with ranged weapon attack, thing is, I don't think he is going to miss, so I don't think ranging shots is going to be any good. I don't think he's going to miss often enough for that to be a useful thing to have. Your ranged weapon attacks are dangerous enough for an enemy to forget about melee threats. We don't want that because we want the enemies to focus on Edo and anyone else that happens to be tanking. Yeah. I think we go with the bigger they are. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.